How are Templars trained? What do Templars do?
Do the Templars do anything besides hunt mages?
Templars protect against the dangers of magic. Before the Order left the Chantry, that meant serving in a circle. They were also tasked with tracking apostates or fighting demons inevitably summoned by the weak or malicious.
And what do you think of them, mages?
What do you think of mages? Are they all a threat?
I've seen the suffering magic can inflict. I've treated mages with distrust because of it, at times without cause. That was unworthy of me. I will try not to do so. Not that I want mages moving through our base completely unchecked. We need safeguards in place to protect people, including mages, from possession at least.
So he's advocating essentially returning them to the circle. Why did you become a Templar? Yeah, why did you become a Templar?
Why did you join the Order?
I could think of no better calling than to protect those in need. I used to beg the Templars as our local Chantry to teach me. At first, they merely humoured me. I must have shown promise, or at least a willingness to learn. The Knight Captain spoke to my parents on my behalf. They agreed to send me for training. I was 13 when I left home.
That's a very modern way of looking at it. That's not very old. I mean, even as a nobleman, he would have had to have gone through various bits of training from 13. I think 13 is the age when you kind of go to be a squire, or it was in our world. So, like, in kind of this kind of period, which is meant to be kind of medieval, maybe 13th, 14th century, I'm sure people who are more kind of, who have more particular knowledge about medieval period will be able to probably give maybe correct that. Yeah, of course. You went to be like if you were poor, you went off to be an apprentice. If you were a nobleman, you'd go off to be a squire somewhere. So, in this period, this is a nonsense phrase. It's meaningless. It's a very modern idea. There's a lot of the frustration with video games set during this kind of pseudo-medieval period is there's a lot of kind of modern ideas that come in like this, like at the age of 13. That's not very old to leave. And that's kind of when most people would leave their home. But I'll still say it.
13? It's still so young.
You're an idiot.
I wasn't the youngest there. Some children are promised to the Order at infancy.
Yeah.
Still, I didn't take on full responsibilities until I was 18. The Order sees you trained and educated.
Yeah, apprenticeship, squiring, whatever. What about your family?
What about your family? Did you miss them?
Of course, but there were many my age who felt the same. We learned to look out for one another.
Our Templar trained.
What is Templar training involved?
There is weapon and combat training. Even without their abilities, Templars are among the best warriors in favour. Initiates must also memorize portions of the Chant of Light, study history, and improve their mental focus.
Okay, yeah, okay. So I think we're going to be siding with the mages, and the reason for that is, as has just been said here, the Templars are the best fighters. We don't need more We don't necessarily need more fighters. We just said that to Blackwall. It's not about how many fighters we have. We need to close the breach. That's the goal, and it's going to be the mages, Magi. They're going to be best at it. I need to pick one of those two and stick with it.
Did you enjoy your training?
I wanted to learn everything. If I was giving my life to this, I would be the best Templar I could.
You were a model student.
I wanted to be. I wasn't always successful. Watching a candle burn down while reciting the chant of transfiguration wasn't the most exciting task. And I admit, my mind sometimes wandered.
Gasp. Getting distracted.
That's all I wanted to know. Thank you.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
So I intend to. Bum 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 bum. Right. So yes, I'm pretty much just going around trying to kind of use up everyone's bits of dialogue.
Need something?
I have questions about Hawk.
I've read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Carry on.
Why is that still an option then? I think I've already complained about that, haven't I? Personal question.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
I think I had this reaction before from the video I was just watching. But I couldn't remember why I was complaining.
Something on?
No, I wanted to hear that. Oh, pants. Okay, I think I've just broken conversing. Investigate. Any opinions about our allies?
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Again with your people? Right, which ones?
Blackwall.
Any thoughts about Warden Blackwall?
He's too good, right? I'd like to see him out of that uniform. Not like that.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
He's striving for an ideal rather than a reality.
Greetings.
Tell me about the Fade, and then we can go into this disapproval-approval tennis match I've been having with you.
What do you know about the Fade?
What would you like to know?
Tell me about this breach.
I'd like to know more about the breach.
Simply put, it is a tear in the veil between this world and the Fade, allowing spirits to enter the world physically. Small tears occur naturally when magic weakens the veil, or when spirits cluster at an area that has seen many deaths. But your mark allows you to exert some control over the breach. That means it was created deliberately.
Okay, and what about this veil?
I'd like to know more about the veil.
Circle mages call it a barrier between this world and the Fade, but according to my studies in ancient elven lore, that is a vast oversimplification. Without it, imagine if spirits entered freely. The Fade was not a place one went, but a state of nature like the wind.
That sounds strange. Marvelous? Probably not. It sounds... That does sound... It sounds strange. I wouldn't say dangerous, because he's not a mage. For mages, that's probably quite worrying, but strange.
I don't know if I can imagine that.
Try.
Nah.
Imagine if spirits were not a rarity, but a part of our natural world. Like a fast-flowing river. Yes, it can drown careless children, but it can also carry a merchant's goods or grind a miller's flour. That is what the world could be if the veil were not present. For better or worse.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Right, so you are advocating drowning children. I'm just... his words, not mine. Also, I didn't say I can't imagine that. I said that seems quite strange. Not that seems unimaginable, game.
Walk safely.
I should just quick save every time I go talk to Solus, and then I can just correct what I should have said. Ah well, the other option I would have clicked would have been the dangerous one, which probably wouldn't have gone down well. Which I'm assuming wouldn't have gone down particularly well with him. But yeah, and then he says, yeah, it's like a fast-flowing stream. Yeah, if there's a fast-flowing stream, you put a fence around it so that you don't have kids drowning. That's right. Collateral damage.
Did you need something?
Any updates?
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
I'll leave you to your work.
I want you to investigate Blackwall. Oh, speaking of black, I need to go to the Black Emporium. Ba 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 bum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum bum. Yeah. Hello.
Yes?
Hello. I wish to help the circle. Tell me about the circle.
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
Of course. What do you wish to
This game hasn't decided either. Wasn't the circle disbanded?
If the Circle disbanded, how can you still belong to it?
The circle is an idea, my dear.
and an idea cannot be dissolved. Many of the first enchanters voted for rebellion, caring little that anything short of a unanimous decision would pit mage against mage. Rather than dissolving it, Grand Enchanter Fiona's vote split the circle in two. The rebels follow her, the loyalists follow me.
If this were, do you think you should replace? I don't know if this is. Well, we'll still ask it.
If you lead all the loyalists, why are you only first enchanter and not grand enchanter?
There we go.
Grand enchanters are elected, and since there are no first enchanters besides myself, no vote can be held. I could name myself Grand Enchanter, but the title holds no meaning now. When the circles are restored, that will change.
Thank you. Right. Okie dokie. Whoa. Calm yourself.
She who trusts in the Maker, fire is her weapon. As the moth sees
No,
light,
this is the wrong room. It's the wrong door. Oops.
there was no
I will
word
take these injury reports to research him a name.
sea or sky.
So, okay.
What existed was
I don't know.
silence. Then the voice of the Maker
You
rang
I'm confused.
out. The first word
Who'll be next divine?
became
Do you know who the grand clerics will choose as the next divine?
It is a difficult decision. All the obvious candidates perished with divine Justinia at the conclave. The grand clerics are terrified of the Inquisition. They will not decide soon, and I fear they will not decide wisely. Whoever is chosen needs the Inquisition's support. No one else seems likely to seal the breach.
Okay. How are the people?
Can you tell me how our people are doing?
What would you like to know?
How are people Haven?
How are the villagers in Haven doing?
They are terrified. Many of them came here because the war between the mages and the Templars destroyed their homes. In their minds, the death of a divine has destroyed any chance of peace. To that, add the breach. Farmers have fled their fields. If we do not restore order, half of Thedas may starve.
Elsewhere?
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim many lives. Villagers in Crestwood are besieged by their own dead. They have sent word begging for assistance. People are vanishing in the hills of Emprise de Lyon. It may be demons or something worse, but they are terrified. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
Okay.
Farewell, revered mother.
Until next time.
Now, I'm gonna actually say, because I think this is what we're gonna go with.
Yes?
I want to help the circle. We're gonna try and. I think we're gonna go with the mages over the Templars, but we're gonna try and, I don't know, reform and possibly reform the circle.
Is there anything I can do to help your efforts restoring the circle?
After the circles fell, their libraries were plundered by scavengers. 1,000 years of recorded knowledge in the hands of bandits. It makes me sick to think of it. I've received news that some tomes have been located, if you are interested in righting this wrong.
Okay.
I'll look into it for you.
If you can take care of this matter, the circle would be in your debt.
Oh my goodness. Circle tome in the hinterlands. Just pin there. Ah! World map. View. See if I can find this then. I'd be horrified. I'd be really annoyed if it were around there somewhere. Oh, right, just here. I could quickly pop and do that, couldn't I? Just up and round. Let's go and talk to Josephine first, and then we'll go and do that. And we'll go to the Black Emporium. And then, actually, next time we'll advance the main mission, as I've been saying I will.
when you might be able to provide these
Alright.
tales, Inez? Find something. Good
Josephine,
day to you.
anything to report?
What do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more.
How are our guests?
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
None in particular. Our guests are well pleased with what they've seen.
Okay, okay. So... Okay, so we're going to head back to the hinterlands. And crossroads. And I think we'll go with our... No, let's... I think we'll go with the same thing we had just before. So we can kind of roleplay this as we're just talking on kind of we're in the hinterlands. We're kind of heading back to Haven, or we're about to. And Vivienne just mentions that, oh yeah, what are you going to do with the mages? And I say, well, of course maybe they should be going back into the circle. And then she's like, oh well, if you want to help the circle, you want to go that way. Oh, there's a landmark over there as well. I keep getting distracted. Oops. So up and around, we'll find it eventually. So we're going to want to surround this cliffside. So we'll go and grab it. Oh. Things. Don't really need iron. So it's just around... Oh, it's up there, is it? Yes, thank you. I hadn't noticed the ladder game. Thank you. Loot. What I missed. By the look of it, there was a rift here, and this is a demon thing. Huh. I think I need to work my way up there, don't I? How do I... Right. So we'll find this book for Vivienne. But yeah, I think it would have made more sense if she referenced it when you were in the hinterlands. Or came into one of the areas with her for the first time. Same thing with Blackwall. Although, if you never use him, then you're not actually going to get that information, are you? Just wondering, do I want to go around this way and up? How do I actually get up here, though? Because this isn't going to take me high enough. No, jump. I don't think it's a way up, that's probably just more of a way down, isn't it? The Witchwood. Oh, great, we've got a quest here to fight apostates, haven't we? I don't want to do this. Just want to find this book. We're not here to fight apostates, we're just very well armed librarians. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. Stop it, game. Annoying. Oh, you're here? We're just going to spawn some people right here. Oh, Alec. I probably shouldn't actually be doing this. If I get any higher level, I'm going to have to really... Whatever, you guys can fight. Not interested. I said we're not interested, guys. Leave them alone. We don't want to fight if we can avoid it. And we can. Oh, they look like they're so distant from me because this is a combat minimap because it zooms in a bit. Yeah, this is not the best place to be, is it? Here's a book! Maybe he's got the book we're after. It's possible. So I'm making things worse. I didn't even think these kind of things were possible. But apparently it is. Are we done? No, I probably shouldn't be looting now. No, guys, just leave them alone. Leave them alone.